So I thought I'd talk about something really, really important today, and that is the importance of good quality sleep. So what I'm going to go through is 6 of the best benefits that we can see with decent quality sleep. What we really know is that most people are going to most benefit when they get somewhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep, but really the general recommendation that most people will recommend is 8 hours. This can be found in a book called Why We Sleep. I forget the name of the author. Really, really interesting book. There's some unbelievable benefits that a lot of us don't necessarily see with improvements in our health when we sleep a lot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through 6 of the biggest benefits that I see and how this basically supports your physiotherapy care, your chiropractic care, and your massage care, because realistically what we know about sleep is where we do most of our healing. And as chiropractors, physios, and massage therapists, in trying to encourage the body to properly heal, this is probably one of the best things that we can get down with our patients so that they can actually aid their recovery as fast as possible. So 6 of the biggest benefits of sleep. Number 1, which I love this one because most people would never associate sleep with this, and this is weight loss. Now, ironically, if you're getting good quality sleep, your body is actually going to feel more alert. So this is one of the other benefits of sleep, is the alertness that you get. So that's your second benefit. But realistically, if we are getting good quality sleep and we are more alert, we normally do not crave the foods that are going to kind of perk us up. So e.g. sugar, fats, those foods that are very high energy sources, because we're trying to actually basically recover from the fact that our brain hasn't had that proper recovery time as we've gone through sleep. So 2 benefits so far: weight loss, because we can feel a little bit more alert, and actually we can improve our concentration. So by improving our concentration, that kind of brings us onto our third point, which is improved memory. So especially in kids in school, there have been multiples of studies that have been done on kids and even people in the workplace, that those people that are sleeping good quality hours and actually getting the adequate rest that they need, we're actually seeing an improved level of concentration and productiveness in those people in the workplace. And we actually see the same thing with kids at school. If kids are getting the proper level of adequate exercise and then they sleep properly, what we find is that their memory and their attention is improved at school. So really the bits that now kind of tie in with chiropractic, physio, and massage care, some of the benefits we actually see is increased muscle and tissue recovery time, including our nerves as well. So tissue recovery time goes up when we are sleeping properly, which basically, if our tissue recovery is going up, then our time to recover from injuries is going to go down. So alongside with your chiropractic, your physio, and your massage care, proper adequate sleep can really aid in that faster recovery process, getting you back to your targets as quickly as possible. Some other things that we can see, and this could be particularly helpful those people that have got joint pains, is actually we start to see a reduction in inflammation. So during the night, different chemical processes and different hormonal processes are actually happening within our body, and as a result, what we actually start to see is the reverse of the inflammatory process. And again, this is one of the reasons why we can see that increased change in tissue recovery. And so we actually start to get some really good improvement in the tissues, and we can actually start to see a speed up in recovery if we're sleeping properly, because those cells and those tissues are actually getting the adequate things that they need due to the hormone balances in our brain actually allowing these tissues properly to recover. And the last one that I actually really, really like again is our mental well-being. And a lot of the time, obviously, people as chiropractors think we're only really thinking about the physical body, but actually what we know is that if people's mentality has changed, this can actually start to change people's perception on how they feel, and as a result can start to affect the way that the body works. So if someone's feeling down or depressed, ironically that person's pain sensation is actually enhanced. So people are more likely to feel pain if they are feeling down and depressed. So one of the last benefits that I find today that I think is really, really beneficial and really helps us to aid our patient's recovery as chiropractors, physio and massage therapists here at Complete Health is the actual improvement in people's mood, because what we know is with adequate sleep, people's the levels of depression are going to go down. And again, when we start looking at what the purpose of sleep is, it's really for tissue recovery. And one of those tissues that we really help with recovery, and one of the biggest tissues that we help with recovery whilst we're sleeping, is the brain. And the brain and the nerve system is essentially what we as chiropractors are overemphasizing, because we know that that brain is in control of pretty much every tissue in the body. And as a result, if we can actually start to control the reduction of inflammation, the processes and the recovery of our brain, then generally, as a rule of thumb, we feel most of our emotions through the neuronal connections and hormones that are produced in our brain. And if we are getting the right levels of recovery and aid in our brain, then we can actually start to perceive our surroundings a lot better, and actually this can start to make us feel a lot better as well. So just to recap, the 6 benefits that I see all the time with patients that are actually getting adequate levels of sleep. And like I say, this is 7 hours plus, really ideally going towards that 8-hour period, is improvements in their weight. People are much better at controlling their weight when they're good with their controlling their sleep. Reduce levels of inflammation, improve tissue recovery time, reduce risks of depression, improve levels of alertness, and improve memory. These are my 6 biggest benefits that I can see from sleep, and how they may aid you in recovering whilst you're recovering from your injuries, and help actually aid alongside your chiropractic, massage and physiotherapy care. That's all from me today. Guys, I look forward to seeing you again soon. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to answer, leave them in the comments below, or equally you can just send us an instant messenger on our Facebook. If you want to learn more of these, you like these videos and you're enjoying the information that we're delivering to you, we've got over 170 videos that are on our YouTube channel. You just YouTube Complete Health Eastbourne and you'll be able to find a load more of our content over there. Goodbye for now. Have a lovely Sunday.